Queensryche here, back with another rapid fire video that was suggested to be by my good friend Vendel at Vendel's Metal and Stuff, and he brought to my attention Operation Mindcrime from Queensryche. Now this is a very intriguing concept. It felt like chapters, and I really enjoyed every section of this novel that they have going here on Operation Mindcrime. And that first chapter was Anarchy X. I really felt this was a crucial little instrumental piece that sort of brought forth the album and segued into the music, or into the rest of the next song following. It just has this beat, it just has this revolution behind it, and that's what it goes into. A song called Revolution Calling. This song is like a sniper. The vocals, the lead hook, that sharp snare, and the chorus hook all hit their mark spot on, with Jeff Tate being the key to Pandora's box all along. And the statement made in this is so damn accurate and still resonates to this day. And I just absolutely love the concept of this entire album and the lyrics, but you really feel it right off the bat with Revolution Calling. So this immediately, Anarchy X and the Revolution Calling, I feel is very crucial, and that's why Revolution Calling is going to be my must listen to, and Vendel will have one later on, so stay tuned for that. Immediately though, I felt transported, and I felt transported because I felt the production had a lot to do with that. The production of this album was really unique and really set an atmosphere of its own, and really helped the songs sort of elevate themselves as well. And I really thought, like, you know, the production helped a lot and was significant, and you really get to hear that in the title track, Operation Mindcrime. This takes you to like a dark alley of your mind, with the riffs paint this gray atmosphere with mischievous intentions, and the drums really help keep that all in line all along, with some really important bass lines or bass work from Eddie Jackson. I love the bass on this album. It's absolutely killer. I really enjoyed that. Wow, that was fantastic. And I love the direct and visible lyrics. They really come to life, and they really hit hard, and they're just they're there, and they're really, like I said, visible. But I mean, like, by visible, not just like you being able to see them, but I felt like they wanted to hammer home the message, make sure you could hear them, make sure they fit and went in line, as long as, you know, with the story being told, but not cluttered, you know what I mean? So I really felt like the way the lyrics were done was absolutely pretty much spot on and perfect, in my opinion, and helped really progress the story forward and keep it going into the next chapter. And I like how Jeff Tate acts as not just a vocalist, but an instrument as well. He adds so much to that. He reminds me of like Rob Halford or Ronnie James Dio or King Diamond. He's just his own entity and can add so much to the atmosphere and the music. And you really get to hear that in this next chapter that I felt is in the song Speak. This is where Jeff Tate really showcases many ranges, layering up with the falsetto while another vocal track sings the lyrics. This united creates just a dynamic vocal melody, and that's what I mean by, like, his vocal work is just an instrument, an entity of its own, and really helps boost songs forward and really adds a new dynamic and makes you sort of want to not just listen to Jeff Tate and the lyrics, but go back and listen to the music and how it applies to the music itself, whether he's in harmony with the guitar work or the synth / keyboard work on this album. Just does a fantastic job, and I really thought it showed and came forward very nicely in Speak. I felt this next one, this is where this chapter sort of shift into like a really dark stage here, even more so in Spreading the Disease and The Mission. I felt like these two songs sort of went hand in hand. They're really a dark chapter in this story, and the music portrays that pain with the lyrics brought forward. They brought a horrendous agony to the life of this album here, and both tracks use different elements to create this darkness. I felt the lead melody and the drum work were really vital in Spreading the Disease, whereas in The Mission I felt it was like the synth / keyboards potency here really gave a lot to the mission with certain guitar notes, and the vocals created this atmosphere. So in both songs you have sort of this dark entity, this dark aura within both tracks, but there's different things that create that. And I really thought, you know, that's some creative, really creative damn musicianship there from these guys. That's why I think this album, the more I heard it, is just more and more impressive as I go along. As Vendel said to me, he absolutely loves this. As speaking of Vendel, we'll be going on to his must-listen, Sweet Sister Mary. Now, Sweet Sister Mary is one of those perfect songs where the story and lyrics take center stage, and although the music seems secondary, it is still very vital. But you're so enraptured with the lead actor on stage here in their monologue, you kind of lose everything else that's going on in this track. But that motivates you to go back and explore the music, and that's what I love about this song, is there's just so much to go back and explore. Not just, you know, the vocals of the instrument or the atmosphere. There's other entities to it, like the choir, and a lot of the effects that are going on in this track, and there's just so much that is captured within one song. It's a longer track, so that's good. So everything is allowed to sort of play out and transition into things nicely, which, speaking of, the transitions that go through this song are seamless, and this does not feel like a longer track. It feels seamless, and you get to feel everything. Absolutely incredible musicianship and composing in this one. I really felt like so much went into Sweet Sister Mary. Absolutely uncanny, and I can see why Vendel loves this so much, and that's why it's his must listen. So be sure to check that down in the description below. Now I move on to the third chapter, which I felt was the song The Needle Lies through to I Don't Believe in Love. I felt like this was the night closing in on us, with evil chasing us as we run past neon lights of a film noir sort of setting, with Jeff Tate's vocals and the lead guitar notes ringing out like innocent cries in the night, and the atmosphere feels like lies and betrayal that are engulfing the air, sort of surrounding us, suffocating us as these songs, you know, quickly move on. I love the pace bus behind all these tracks in there. I Don't Believe in Love has, you know, this emotion, this atmosphere to it that is really, you know, dark, whereas The Needle Lies is, it has that similar, but it's pulse pounding, it's energetic, it makes you want to run. And that's why I thought like these songs really go together, this section of songs at least, and they really feel like a chapter on its own. And that's what I'm really enjoying about this album, is these chapters. I feel like everything sort of goes hand in hand, and the song structures and the song placements all go hand in hand as like chapters of a novel, all building momentum into specific sort of climaxes, like Sweet Sister Mary. Then you come down to The Needle Lies, and then you slide over to I Don't Believe in Love, and then you get sort of captured by the ending, which is sort of a mystery in itself as we jump into the sort of the ending of the album, the ending of the novel, in Eyes of a Stranger. This leaves you hanging, I felt, with uncertainty, and leaves you on the run, maybe being chased forever, you know. And I like how the story and the music closes with this mystery. It feels like a John Carpenter album. There's just this sort of mystery to it, like at least that's what I felt like, that there wasn't uncertainty, there wasn't closure, and that's why I felt like a John Carpenter film. I feel like that's a great way to leave off an album, no closure. Sometimes it's very intriguing that way, and there's just something, so much about this album I felt also that puts you in a trance. Like I said, Sweet Sister Mary has that ability. Songs like the Operation Mindcrime, The Mission, they all just sort of leave you in this trance, this atmospheric trance. You know, it really pulled me away, and there's just so much to enjoy about it. You know, Jeff Tate's vocals are uncanny. The synth keyboard work mixed with the production really takes you off and transports you to a setting of its own. The lead guitar work, the rhythms, the bass, like I said, the drum work, everything is just really uncanny. I can see why Vendel wanted me to talk about this album, because it's quite impressive, and I understand why he feels like this might be one of the best metal albums of all time. I can really understand that now after listening to it over and over again, and I hope you guys listen to it over and over again. It is really unique, and I really enjoyed breaking this down and trying to like feel everything out. It was quite a journey, and it really helped actually inspire me in many ways. It helped with my own writing, so that says something about an album when it can really inspire you that much. So I hope you guys check out Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. All the links for the songs, of course, will be down in the description below. And if you have an album that is this important to you, let me know and I'll dig into it. It doesn't even have to be metal. It could be anything else. I'm really intrigued by like opening up my windows, my Pandora's box to find anything else. So I hope you guys check out this album, and thanks for Vendel for mentioning to me and pushing me to, not pushing me, but getting me to do this, because it was a fantastic experience. Until next time, folks, I will some heavy listening.